What else you got for us, Ryan, as we wrap up this evening?
I think that's it. I have a kind of fun, silly little thing that I wanted to end here on.
I like silly. Let's do it.
So I've seen a lot of this on social media today, but as I was getting ready for the podcast night, I found a bunch of these that were a lot of them were pretty funny. So there's a lot of like hockey Valentines that people have been posting on Instagram and things. So
I would have written you one, Ryan. You didn't tell me.
So I screenshotted a bunch of them here. There's like 15 of them. They'll go quick though, I promise. From an Instagram account called nhl.meme.features. Some of them are pretty good, some of them duds, but I'm gonna read these off to you, and I'm just gonna have you rank them 1 to 10 on how good they are, 10 being the best.
Okay, I'm ready.
So the first one is a picture of John Tortorella, and it says, "I'll always have a seat for you on my bench."
Oh, I like that one. I'm not a Tortorella fan. I don't want him in my Valentine, but I like it. So I'm gonna go with 7.5.
This next one is a picture of the back of Zach Whitecloud's head and in the shiny new Vegas Golden Knights gold helmets. And it says, "My love for you shines brighter than the Vegas Golden Knights helmets."
That was clever as well. Those are hideous. And again, not something I want to see on my card, as clever as it is. I'm going to go with a 6.
See, when I don't like them, I also don't like the Notre Dame helmets.
I hate the Notre Dame helmets.
But like the Henderson Silver Knights, when they came up with the chrome helmets, I was like, that's a little much, but they look so much better now in comparison to the gold ones.
Plus, they're a minor league team. They need to try stuff. So
right. The third one here is a picture of Tyler Toffoli, and it says, "Are you the Vancouver Canucks because you're Are you the Vancouver Canucks because you're the only one I want to score on?"
That one gets a 9. I like that one.
Next, we have a picture of Tony DeAngelo.
Oh, God.
That says, "I can't deactivate my feelings for you."
That's a good one. Yes, Tony DeAngelo is going to have a lot of things deactivated for him if he continues on his trend. But yeah, let's go with an 8. That one's an 8 for me.
This next one is probably the weakest for me, but it's just a picture of the Sharks logo and it says, "I'd trade everything for you." It could fit other teams better than the Sharks. I think the Sharks would love to trade some of what they have currently.
Yeah, no, that one's
particularly on defense. Similarly,
a 2.
Yeah, similarly, a Sabres logo that says, "You don't have to worry about a ring."
Yeah, that could apply to a lot of teams.
Also, almost like makes opposite sense.
Right, that's not really a Valentine's Day card. That's an "I'm breaking up with you" card, or "I want you to break." That's an "I want you to break up with me" card.
Yeah,
yeah.
Although it makes me think of I was at a wedding a few years ago, and there was someone I knew that was there, and I was telling somebody else there about how they had been dating someone named Dan Marino. And the kid just goes, "Hope she wasn't expecting a ring." And it's like, I'm still laughing about that 4 years later.
That's a good one. My when you say Dan Marino, though, oddly, I mean, I did grow up while he was a star quarterback, but the first thing my mind goes to is Ace Ventura.
I know, same. I should also mention that this woman is now married to that Dan Marino, so she did get a ring out of it. Next, we have a picture of Ovi that says, "I won't pass you around."
Oh no, Ovi's an underrated passer. Yes. No, that one gets a 1.
This next one is my favorite just because of how blunt and non-grammatical it is. It's a picture of Jack Johnson. And it just says, "I'll show you Johnson."
No, that was not very clever.
But that's why it's funny to me, because it's so dumb.
Because it's just, I'll give it a 3.5 just because it's making you laugh.
Yeah, this is another one that could apply to too many teams to be too funny. But it's a picture of the Devils logo, and it says, "Don't worry, I'm not trying to score tonight."
No, although they have some good upcoming young talent.
Although I will tell you, I watched a game between the Devils and the Sabres, actually the one where probably all of the COVID was infected.
Oh, geez.
But The Devils, Sabres took 2 simultaneous penalties. The Devils had a 5-on-3 for 2 full minutes and did not register a shot on goal.
Oh, geez. Not even with PK just taking clappers from the point on them.
Yeah.
Oh,
now we have a picture of Evander Kane that says, "I'd spend everything on you."
Oh, he's got nothing to spend, though. So that's not very much. That's actually $-. So
we have yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting you're going to rank them.
I'm gonna go with a 4 on that because I think it's clever, but it's also not possible.
Yes. A picture of Galchenyuk that says, "I would travel the league just to be with you." He's now on his 6th team in 3 years.
I feel bad for Galchenyuk. I kind of have some pity for him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3 on that just because I feel bad for him.
Yeah, well, he's kind of the king of, like somebody said, he's with 6 teams now. Like, clearly the only reason he's really still getting a chance is because he was the number 3 overall pick. But he's still he's been a decent player at times. There's obviously deficiencies in his game that must be like I don't watch him enough to notice them, I suppose. But they're clearly bad enough that things worked out horribly in Pittsburgh, but his numbers weren't that bad. They weren't as good as you'd hope them to be, but his production is okay. He also had a 30-goal season with the Habs.
I think a problem with a guy like that is they're built for the top 6 and nothing else.
Yeah.
And so as soon as they're not in the top 6, they don't bring enough value to you. And then everybody says, well, this guy has talent. Maybe I'll need some depth and to slide a guy up. So let me grab him. And then as soon as you don't need him anymore and realize he cannot play the role you want, and then you're like, all right, I'm done with him. So a lot of those guys, they're more talented than a lot of players who are playing over them. They just don't fit in those spots. So they end up playing themselves out of the league almost because they're too talented in some ways. Although obviously he has some major flaws too. I'm not saying he's a complete player, but it's just an interesting idea of where you slot guys.
All right. We got 4 more. We have a picture of Patrick Laine that says, "Will you sit on the bench with me?"
I like that one. That one gets an 8.
We have a picture that, if not for the caption, I would have had no idea who this was. But it's a picture of Henri Jokiharju. And it says...
He's on Buffalo now?
Yeah. Chicago pick traded for Alex Nylander. It says, "I want Jokiharju to be my Valentine."
I don't get that one. Just read that to me one more time.
"I want Jokiharju to be my Valentine." Just take out the Jokihar. Just, "I want you to be my Valentine."
Jokiharju. No. If I have to think about it that much, it gets a 1.
I'm going to flip-flop these last 2 because I don't want to end on this one. But we have a picture of Dylan Cousins that says, "At least we're not cousins."
Creepy, but all right. I respect the creepiness. Let's give it a 5.
And then the last one, we have a picture of Slater Cuckoo that says, "I'm cuckoo for you."
Oh, winner. 10. No.
And that's all of them.
All right. Bruins Breakdown, BBFFs, Bruins Breakdown fans and friends forever. We love you. Happy Valentine's Day. We are Slater Cuckoo for you. Good night.